Excuse me!
That's it!
An off-season edition of different reproductions and the high school wrestling rule video series I'm doing. This video is on high school wrestling flagrant misconduct examples, illegal holds, how to get yourself disqualified from a wrestling match or wrestling meet pretty much. Now, this by no means is a comprehensive look at flagrant misconduct, illegal holds, unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness. Those videos, actually those four, I still have to film. Flagrant misconduct, unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike, and illegal holds. I want to do those videos properly. There's so much to film that I'm not just going to put anything out there. I want it to be good, like the standard quality that I put out before. I want it to be as comprehensive as possible. This pretty much is just a bunch of wrestlers using unsportsmanlike conduct techniques or flagrant misconduct or illegal holds. We all know the symbols. Illegal hold, flagrant misconduct, unnecessary roughness, and unsportsmanlike conduct. So, like, share, and subscribe. The videos links are in the description 1 through 10. I'm going to let you guys watch the videos. I'm going to tell you what is happening in case you kind of aren't familiar with it, and I'm going to tell you what the penalty should be. So sit back, enjoy.
Come on, Tom. All right.
So let me set the stage for you. What just happened is the black singlet got a reversal on the orange wrestler. The start of the video, the orange wrestler gets a takedown, working his top. The black singlet gets a reversal. They go to the edge of the mat. He's looking for his near fall. Apparently, this video is a few years old because he's looking at it. The referee does not start counting. It's probably before the criteria changed, so no fault there. He's looking for the black singlet's looking for the referee to give him his near fall. It's not there. The bottom wrestler takes his fingers and starts poking the top wrestler's eyes. That should have been a stoppage right there. The referee, if he would have saw it, he would have stopped it, gave the penalty like he should, started him in the up-down position as if he went out of bounds. Well, I guess he don't see it or doesn't stop it out of the way. The black singlet takes his forearm, puts it in his throat. That's a penalty. Okay, that should be an illegal hold. He doesn't stop it for that. They roll out of bounds. When the black singlet gets up, he pushes the head of the other wrestler, the orange singlet, then retaliates and throws, I'm not going to say a punch, but he throws a kind of a punch, enough to get his point across. The referee does blow the whistle and make some type of symbol. I can't tell because the camera's too low. It should be a unsportsmanlike conduct for that on both wrestlers. The punch could be flagrant and the orange singlet could be ejected for the tournament. If it's a consecutive day tournament, he'd be ejected for those days, as well as losing 3 team points, and all the points he had earned for that tournament or meet are gone. So there's that video. I don't know how the outcome of that video, the video on YouTube doesn't go all the way through, so I don't know. Link is in the description, but there is a situation. There could have been several different penalties, but the ref for whatever reason, didn't call. Now, I will say, it's not for me to judge other referees. I'm not doing this to judge other refs. I'm doing this to help maybe newer officials, coaches that are new to the sport. Maybe you're considering getting in refereeing and you won't know how to handle a situation. Maybe you've been refereeing for a long time and you've never had a situation like that. Maybe you could have prevented it. I don't know. I don't know, but that's my take on this video.
Get it, baby! Squeeze it!
Don't run the tournament!
Stay focused!
Alright, this second video, I'm not sure where it's at. I'm sure somebody out there does. If you know, comment in the description below. Let me know where it's at. It may be in the description itself. I didn't. I just got the link, copied it. Then I needed to get the video. The wrestler in the striped looking singlet, not the Oregon singlet, but the multicolored singlet, has a leg. It's like he's trying for a takedown. He steps in and it looks like his hand is open, but he slaps the kid's head. Boom. They fall. They go down. Then the kid on top lands a couple punches. The referee does what he's supposed to do and stops it. That should have been flagrant misconduct. The top wrestler should be ejected. We all know the penalty for flagrant. That is flagrant misconduct. Now, why they let it go on, I don't know. I wasn't at the tournament. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't stopped there and the kid ejected for flagrant misconduct. Well, fast forward because I've skipped ahead for you guys. They start in the up-down position. Couple seconds of wrestling. The top kid lands 3 or 4 more punches. The referee stops it. Why it got to that point, I don't know. Should have been stopped. That kid should have been ejected for flagrant misconduct. And then there at the end, that woman comes in yelling at the top of her lungs. Seems like to me she could control the crowd. I don't know. I'm not there. But that's the penalty. The punches, any punch thrown, whether it lands or not, is flagrant misconduct. Remember that. This third video is from New Jersey. So shout out to my friends in New Jersey, to Danny, to Mark Klein, his brother Jay, all you guys with Q Show. Shout out to you all in New Jersey and Grappling Industries in New Jersey. Danny, your bunch. What happens here, what you guys don't see, is the wrestler in the black singlet is absolutely dominating. I mean, dominating the dude in the blue singlet with the white numerals and stripes and all that on it, the alpha or the number lettering. He's taking him down, letting him up. Well, you can see in this clip, the blue singlet wrestler, he just gets the last takedown, he just falls. He makes no effort to defend, he don't try anything, no whizzer, nothing. He just gets took down. Well, the top wrestler, holding his head down, gets up. As soon as the blue wrestler gets some space, he throws a punch, seems to land pretty good. They go into the score table, destroy the score table, tear it all up. The blue wrestler should have been ejected for flagrant. Like I just said in the last clip, any punch thrown, whether or not it lands or it doesn't land, if it's thrown, it's the intent of. So if you throw it, whether it hits somebody or doesn't, that's flagrant. The blue singlet wrestler should be ejected for this.
Ridiculous.
This clip, the kid in the maroon singlet takes the kid in the black singlet down. The kid in the black singlet tries to switch, doesn't get it, does what he's supposed to, goes to his belly. The maroon singlet works to the side. For whatever reason, the video doesn't say, comes out and he lands 2 or 3 big left shot punches to the head of the bottom wrestler. Referee stops it like he should, and as the mom screams, "That's ridiculous," that is ridiculous that the kid done that. That's flagrant misconduct 101 right there, like I said in all the other videos. It's an ejection. The referee did what he's supposed to. Like I said, the link in the description if you want to watch the full video. It's really not much more than what I'm showing you here. I just cut out a little bit of the beginning and the end. But like I said in other videos, any punch that is thrown, whether it lands or not, is flagrant misconduct. That's an ejection. And yes, mommy, that was ridiculous. The kid with the green L and the black singlet, he shoots in, tries to get a double, he's working for it, but the top kid, as soon as he latches on, he starts throwing, just bam, like you're in their MMA fight or something, or a street fight, just throws punch after punch after punch, and they all seem to connect. The ref does what he's supposed to, he's blowing his whistle, the coaching staff and the other officials there at Matt's side do a good job separating them. I don't know why the kid done that. Video doesn't say, but I mean, as you guys, this is a recording, a broken record. That's flagrant misconduct. Any punch that is thrown, whether it lands or not, is flagrant misconduct. This is definite flagrant misconduct. Now, I will say, for referees, if you're new to the sport or just getting into it or whatever, you can only do so much. Parents, coaches, understand that. A ref can only do so much. If he sees a kid or a wrestler throw a punch or a knee or bite or whatever, if he's away from the action, about the only thing we can do really is blow the whistle until we get there. Now, we are in close proximity to the wrestlers, I get that, but people think that we're just supposed to stop anything that happens instantaneously. It doesn't work that way. If a referee sees something, a good referee is going to stop it as soon as they realize what's happened or the penalty needs to be called or whatever. But don't think that we're not doing a good job refereeing or whoever you're watching just because your kid or somebody you're there to watch, somebody on your team is punched. There's not much we can do. That's not a reflection on us. Now, if we don't stop it and we let it keep going, then yes, that is a problem. If the referee lets 3 or 4 punches go or a headbutt or a bite or something like that, that is an issue. But if he's trying to stop it, blowing his whistle, like I said, there's only so much we can do.
You don't have an arm! You don't have an arm! You don't have an arm! You don't need to go
Excuse me! Okay, that was unnecessary roughness.
Be smart!
He's gonna do us. He is! He is! He did! He sure did!
Of the 10 clips I decided to use, this one by far is my favorite. It has several elements in it that I think need to be addressed, and the mom is also on point with the rules. Hopefully she's a fan of the channel. If you are, shout out to you. But what happens here is the kid on top gets a reversal. You guys don't see that. I shortened it down. But the kid in the gray singlet gets a reversal. He's working a move. The parents or coaches, you can't tell from the video, but they start arguing about that's an illegal hold because they don't have an arm. Well, we know the rule. If you have the head in a lock and your hands are connected, you have to have an arm. If you don't, if you're just running like a crossface or something like that, as long as you're not locking your hands, you don't have to have an arm. So, the kid on the bottom kind of bases up, and then the kid on top in the gray singlet just absolutely bounces his head off the mat. The mom catches it and calls, I don't know if it's the mom or not, whoever it is recording, we're going to think it's the mom just by the reaction. But the mom, the person, catches it right away. She, excuse me, that's unnecessary roughness. She nails it. That should have been stopped. Referee should have called that unnecessary roughness. Why he didn't, I don't know. Like I said earlier, it's not for me to judge other referees. Well, fast forward to the next part of this clip, they're in the start of the third period. They start neutral. The kid in the green shoots in. The kid in the gray, you can see it, but it's faint. I decided to cut this down just for time's sake on this video. He does fish hook the kid's mouth. Fish hook, I know this is funny, take your finger, pull it in the jaw or the bottom of the lip or something like that. Excruciatingly painful. It's outlawed in MMA events. All your grappling competitions, fish hooks are illegal. Now that could be flagrant misconduct as well. Ejection, you guys know the rule on flagrant misconduct. The fish hook could have been called, at the least, unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness. Should have been the penalty of something, or flagrant, depending on how the referee, especially with him already bouncing the head off the mat. If he would have been called for unnecessary roughness, the ref would have been an all right by the book to have called the fish hook flagrant misconduct. He didn't stop it for the unnecessary roughness call that the woman gets dead on, or the fish hook. Why that is, I don't know, but that's what should have happened.
That's it.
This video clip you guys just watched is a textbook example of a slam. They start wrestling, kid picks him up. What makes this a slam is obviously the return to the mat, but it's the intent that he did so. Is he used his shoulder in a driving motion, kind of like he was tackling him in football, using that shoulder to bring the energy down. The slam is called like it should be. The rule book says specifically, slams are to be called without hesitation. The referee does exactly what he's supposed to. Illegal hold, calls a slam as soon as it happens. Well, when the kid cries out in pain, when he gets up, he does throw some type of punch at him. Now, the way that should have gone, in my opinion, the slam should have been called, the penalty point should have been given, and then the kid that threw the punch should be ejected for flagrant misconduct. It doesn't matter if you just got slammed or whatever, put in an illegal hold and you're mad about it. If you throw a punch, that's on you. Like I said earlier, whether it lands or it doesn't, it's the intent of. The flagrant misconduct still doesn't say in the rule book if you get slammed, you can punch somebody without penalty. So the illegal hold, illegal slam is called like it should. The other kid that throws the punch should be ejected for flagrant misconduct for throwing the punch at the other wrestler.
What is that? I didn't see it, Coach. I didn't see it. Oh, what is that? He hit him in the face. Hey! He punched him in the face. Yo, what are you watching?
This video has some different elements as well. The kid in the black singlet on the bottom, he stands up. He gets some separation and he swings his elbow around and hits the other wrestler in the face. That could be flagrant misconduct. That is very, very, very unsportsmanlike at the least, but my opinion, that should have been called flagrant. The kid on top lets go, turns his back, walks off. The other kid comes up, takes him down, they go off the mat. He's laying there on his back. The video can't tell or show you if he's bleeding, but the ref, you can hear him say he didn't see it. Now, like I said, I'm not here to judge other referees. God knows I've missed calls, but I mean, I'm just saying it's plain as day. Fast forward, the kid that got hit a second ago in like the bluer singlet, he is trying to take the other wrestler down, and the black singlet hits him in the face. You can't tell if it's a punch or an open hand slap or a palm or whatever, but people in the crowd react. The people recording react. The wrestler that's got hit definitely reacts. He goes outside, lays on his back. That's where the video ends. The crowd's yelling, that's 4 hits. I only counted 2, those 2 being it. That's why I showed them. I don't know the other 2 where they come from. But the elbow definitely should have been called flagrant misconduct. The slap to the face or the punch to the face, depending on what the referee viewed it as, should have at least been called unnecessary roughness for that situation. That's the, you guys know the same. This clip seems to be at a very heated tournament or a duel, the way the fans are around the mat, which, by the way, tournament directors, if you notice, they had ropes around it. That's a good idea to rope off your mat area. We know some places that's not feasible, but if it is feasible, you need to have some type of barrier between the wrestlers, the mats, and the fans and all that, because I'm sure most of you have seen the video of the parents fight at the youth meet. I decided not to use that one. I didn't want to use anything youth, but the parents getting a big fight, a big melee. I'll link that video in the description as well. That way you can watch it if you're not already. But what happens here is the kid in the red singlet. Now we have the red and maroon. The red singlet, he is on one leg hopping. Looks like he's got a whizzer in, like he's about ready to be took down. I'm not sure if that would have, the score doesn't show, but he's defending it, and all of a sudden he just takes his right hand and hits the kid in the face. I mean, it's plain as day. The referee is on point. He does it perfectly. He stops it, goes over to the table, and he calls the flagrant. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better example. So, the kid in the red singlet gets disqualified from the meet for flagrant misconduct, for throwing the punch. Referee is right on top of it.
No, I always buy more paper. It's a
And our final clip in this video is of another slam, but I included this one for a specific purpose. Kid gets picked up, lived. I'm going to say these are probably at least 195, 220s. At the lightest, they might be even heavies. I don't know. But the kid gets picked up and he gets powerbombed like he's in the WWE. Now, we all know from the video number 9 that I did. If you've not seen it, go back and watch it. It's in the archives. We have injury time, blood time, and recovery time. This wrestler is injured as a result of an illegal hold. The slam is an illegal hold. Should be called without hesitation. The referee's right on top of it. Now, if the wrestler that got slammed, if he can't continue in the 2 minutes of allotted recovery time, he's the winner by injury default. The penalty point would be assessed to the offending wrestler, have his penalty point assessed to the other guy, the other wrestler. The recovery time clock will be started as soon as the referee gives the signal, which should be pretty close. I mean, you're going to make sure that the wrestler's all right, not in an immediate life-threatening situation. Call for the trainers, call for the tournament officials, physician on site, all that kind of stuff. Then signal the recovery time clock, whether it's green, whether it's red. You got to signal it to the table. You got 2 minutes. You should know that watching these videos. But the slam, I mean, it's plain as day. It's the same thing with the intent. It's the drive, the forcefulness down is what causes the slam. So remember, anytime that you lift somebody in the air and you return them with force, uncontrolled force, or in a driving motion, you're going to get caught every time for a slam. So, there you have it. A little off-season entertainment for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The fights and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully you learned something from the description of what's happening. Newer officials, word of advice here. I know this is not always feasible to do this, but you need to be cognizant of what to do. Let's say you do have 2 wrestlers throw hands or get into an altercation. If there's not another referee there to stand in the middle of the mat and separate it while you go to the score table, goes, hey, this is what happened. This is the penalty. Let the coaches know. Send the wrestlers to the corners. Coaches, watch your guy. Watch your guy. Because if you're the only one there, not much you can do by yourself unless send them to the corners. Don't let them leave the circle unless one of them's injured. They're getting proper attention, whatever the case is. But make sure that you separate the wrestlers before you walk off. Because some of these videos, again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, use this for education. Some of the referees turn their backs. They walk away from the situation with wrestlers still in proximity that just threw punches or just got into a scuffle. Use your brain on that. So there you have it. My 2 cents worth. If you have a video that you want me to do or a collection of videos or whatever the case is, send them to me. Link in the description or comment. Send it to me on social media. I'll be more than happy to do it for you guys. I love doing this. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed, everybody viewing the videos, watching the videos, sending me messages from all over the country. I greatly appreciate that. Hopefully you guys are learning from me. I never thought I would be teaching or doing a video series on wrestling rules, but here I am, and I'm loving it. I greatly enjoy it. It's been one of the funnest things I've done in a long time. So, again, thank you. Get me on social media. Watch these videos. If you have questions, send them to me. I'll do my best to answer them for you. I'll do my best to get back with you as soon as I possibly can. I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to big time nobody because God knows I'm just a little minnow in a big pond. I just want the sport of wrestling to grow. I think the smarter people are about the sport, the better the fan base, the more people will enjoy it, the more people they can tell about it, what's going on. They'll enjoy it that much more. It's a happy little circle we're in. So thank you guys again. Until next time, we'll see you on the mats.